Now, the White House has expressed unqualified support for the renewal of FISA Section 702. The administration strongly supports H.R. 7888, a bipartisan bill to reauthorize an essential intelligence authority, Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA, and other FISA provisions before they would expire on April 19, 2024. If it has been shown that the FBI has been abusing their access to the Section 702 database, why does the administration want to retain such access? Well, from the policy statement we read, expiration of Section 702 authorities would deprive us of insight into precisely the threats Americans expect their government to identify and counter. Terrorist threats to the homeland, fentanyl supply chains bringing deadly drugs into American communities, hostile government's recruitment of spies in our midst, PRC transnational repressions, penetrations of our critical infrastructure, adversaries' attempt to illicitly acquire sensitive dual-use and military commodities and technology, ransomware attacks against major American companies and nonprofits, Russian war crimes, and many more. The administration lists a number of threats they claim from which the American people expect to be protected. That's fine. But what about the abusive use of this data? To protect the American people, we need to maintain this vital collection of authority while strengthening its protective guardrails with the most robust set of reforms ever included in legislation to reauthorize Section 702, and H.R. 7888 does that. I'm not sure if the protections in H.R. 7888 are the most robust ever in place for reauthorization of Section 702, but I do know they are, at best, as thin as tissue paper. For example, if someone in the FBI wishes to query the 702 database for, let's say, data on an American citizen, the requirement would be Federal Bureau of Investigation personnel must obtain prior approval from a Federal Bureau of Investigation supervisor or employee of equivalent or greater rank, or attorney who is authorized to access unminimized contents or contents obtained through acquisitions authorized under subsection A for any query of such unminimized contents or non-contents made using a United States person query term. So the FBI personnel merely needs to get the okay from a supervisor or higher access to this data. That's the unminimized data. No probable cause, no proof of relevancy to any ongoing and approved investigation. Just a request and approval from an FBI supervisor or an attorney with access to the unminimized, the unredacted data. Isn't this a case of the fox guarding the henhouse? Isn't this what so many people have been complaining about? But wait, there's more. A United States person query to be conducted by the Federal Bureau of Investigations of unminimized contents or non-contents obtained through acquisitions authorized under subsection A using a United States person query term may be conducted without obtaining prior approval as specified in Clause 1 only if the person conducting the United States person query has a reasonable belief that conducting the query could assist in the mitigation or eliminating a threat to life or serious bodily harm. So as long as the FBI actor has a reasonable belief that someone could be killed or injured, even the tissue paper thin protections go out the window. Notice there's no time frame for the threat to life or serious bodily harm. The investigation could be looking into a possible attack months, even years in the future, but they do not require even the most minimal of review by a supervisor. This is to the Biden administration sufficient safeguards to protect the people's rights from the administration's abuses?